The perfect dream school is the end goal. Getting into your perfect major and eventually leaving home is the reality for a lot of high school seniors. At least it was for me. And when I found myself at a community college and still at home, oh boy, I generally felt like I failed. But over the next 2 years, I found beauty in being patient and how far endurance and determination can really get you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mabel. It's Mabel. Mabel. It's me. I'm so sorry guys, but I'm having an amazing day and I was like, I want to film a video real quick. And then I was looking at my For You page on TikTok and I was like, wow, a lot of people are going through the trenches. A lot of people are struggling right now. Either they didn't quite get into their dream school, or just the plans of like entering their dream school or university didn't work out as they planned. And I was like, oh my god, this was literally me like 2 years ago. Like, I have so many advice, so many tips for y'all. Whoever is feeling doubtful right now, whoever didn't get into their dream school, this video is for you, because boy, I have learned so much over the past 2 years of being at a community college, and I really hope that I can share some amazing tips with you that I wish someone told me beginning of my community college experience. Just breathe for me, you know what I'm saying? Just breathe, because I understand like literally all the emotions that you're feeling right now. Like, I 9 times out of 10 felt them all when I was going through this process, when I had to really check myself in and be like, no baby, you're not moving into a dorm, you're staying at home. No, you're not going to a 4-year university just yet. You're going down the street. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, because I honestly had an amazing time at my community college. Looking back at like just my high school experience, I definitely was not ready to even set foot. I would have probably failed like my first year, like really. I'm so glad that like I went to community college. So yeah, let me get into the video. The first tip that I would give y'all is to find a cute community college branch. I know there's a local community college around your school, whatever. I understand that like you want to go to one that's like closest to you, but honestly, the cuter the better in my opinion, because the community college I go to, it has a bunch of different branches, but I decided to go to the main one, not only because it really just had the full package in terms of like the classes. It was just like the biggest, it was the main campus, right? But also the campus, like I felt like the campus was so beautiful, and it honestly motivates you those like few months that you're like, boy, I really don't want to go nowhere right now. Just being like, oh, but there's a trail on my campus and they're having this event that I want to go to. Like, it's just finding a cute campus is really important. I really feel like looking forward to going to a certain place, a certain environment, especially when you already don't want to, that's the mood for majority of your college experience. So while we're, you get into your little cute community college, you campus, whatever, first day, when after all this corona stuff dies down, hopefully, now it's time to pick your major. Usually when you're entering community college, you have an idea of what your major is gonna be, but if you don't, that's totally fine, because you can change your major like as many times as you want. Honestly, freshman year is like not really like a big deal. Obviously you should come in there like kind of have an idea of your interests. Let me be real with y'all. If you know that like you're trying to transfer to like a really good school, you should probably come in there with a game plan. You should kind of just come in there with the game plan, if I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah, you can go through those motions of like not really knowing your major, but knowing that you want to get into a really good school. But it really does help when you come in knowing your major, knowing your plan, and just like going full force at everything. It can be a bit confusing if you come in there with not really like knowing what you want to do, but at the same time, everyone is different, and at the end of the day, like community college is a place where you can really go at your own pace and like figure out like what you really want to do with the rest of your life. Am I right, ladies and gents? Thank you. Alright, so now we have to get involved. I'm not too much of a social person, but it really did help when I put myself out there and got into clubs. It's great to put on your college application because no one really cares about what you did in high school anymore, if I'm being completely honest. So kind of like starting fresh and like building up your resume again, building up your CV again really does make a huge difference. Joining clubs, becoming active in those clubs is just an amazing thing to do. Also, you gain friends, you gain mentors. It's amazing. My freshman year, I believe I joined the African Association Club. We didn't really do much, but it was still great to know that like I was a part of something. And then my sophomore year, I became vice president of the humanitarian club. So it's been extremely fun. I'm still currently in that position, so it's been extremely fun. Just joining clubs is honestly a really good way to make friends and enjoy your college experience. Alright guys, so now, cool. So now we have, we're in our cute little campus. We have our major. We have a few friends from the club that we joined. Okay, our classes. How are we gonna pick out our classes? You need, guys. We need to have a plan. I didn't really enjoy my advisors. So because I already knew the major that I was coming in with, it was a lot easier and the schools that like I was interested in, it was a lot easier for me to like look up. Okay guys, I actually made a video about this, but yeah, I looked up like the college degree plans, and based on the college degree plan of the major and the school, I kind of had a very good idea of the classes that I needed to take to be on track to transfer whenever that was. This is my favorite part, is being friends with your classmates, being friends with your professors. Guys, when I was on campus, like every single class that I was in, guys, like I literally got everyone's number in my class, made a group me, and we all started studying together. We all started helping each other out because, guys, we need those A's. We cannot get those A's without being involved, being a group, being part of your team. I'm sorry. But honestly, guys, when you are actively involved in your classes, it makes a huge difference in your college experience, because there is that aspect of like at a community college compared to like a university. Like community college, really people are commuters, you don't really have that much time to talk to people, so being able to create group chats where y'all can kind of talk and get to know each other is a really great way to not only make friends but also to get a little help in class, you know what I'm saying, because those classes do be hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But aside from being friends with your classmates, it's also really important to have a good relationship with your professors. Freshman year, I like sat in front. I was so extra my freshman year, but honestly, I like, honestly, I give myself a little pat, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah. So my freshman year, I made a habit to sit in front of all my classes, to just take as much notes as I possibly can, to show up every single time. Because keep in mind, community college is a lot different. College in general is just a lot different from high school. You kind of like have free will to decide if you want to go to class or not. But if you're trying to transfer to a top school, to a good school, to any school, you want to be present in your class, right? But yeah, I make the habit of making sure that making sure that my professor knew my name, making sure that my professor and I had somewhat of a relationship. I'm not really someone that's like, hey, my name is Mabel, especially depending on the professor. But it really does help to build some form of relationship to where they at least know your name and know that you are a very involved student within their classroom. It makes a huge difference, guys. Like last semester I was having a really rough time, and I emailed my professor. I was like, man, see, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am struggling. And she was able to like help me through that. Alright guys, so cool. We're going to school on a regular basis now. We have a little boba in our hand, you know what I'm saying? A little Starbucks in our hand. You know what we have? We have club meetings every other day. You know, we're living the college life at this point. I don't know what you could say. We are living the college life at this point. But hold up. Do you know when your application is going to be due? Do you know when your deadline is due to turn in your admission application? That is the 5th and the probably... Give me a second. Hi. That is the 5th, and probably one of the most important is, okay, cool, we're having a great time at our community college, but when are we going to transfer? I'm not trying to be here for 4 years. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be here for too long. You know what I'm saying? This is just, I'm not trying to be here. You know, I love my community college, but you know what? This is not my end goal. I still got places to go. So you really want to make sure that you are keeping up with all the schools that you want to transfer, that you have interest in, and knowing when their application opens and the deadlines and just everything you need to do to be prepared for that transition. Apply early, apply early, apply early. This one really does. Oh, it really does. It does the trick. It does the trick. When you apply early, guys. So you picked your classes, you're taking your classes, you're doing amazing. Then maybe you have one or two B's, maybe a C slipped in there, maybe an F. I don't know. But honestly, it really does help when you apply for the early admission to whatever college that you're applying to, especially if they do. I don't know if all colleges have early admissions or regular admissions, but the colleges that I wanted to apply to had early admissions. And the application is such a long process, so you really want to make sure that like you're doing this as early as possible, because it's really easy to just kind of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow becomes next tomorrow, and then next, it just becomes a cycle. So you really want to make sure that you are applying as early as possible, please. And it also helps a lot more. And there's a higher chance of you getting in because you do apply early admission. So keep that in mind. Another tip that helped me is talking to an advisor, not the community college advisor, but the school that you plan on transferring to, that advisor. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to get admission to this school, so the best person to really get advice from is an advisor from that school, because they can kind of tell you what you need to do to meet their requirements. Because not every advisor is there's so many schools out there, so not every advisor knows every single tip, and some people just try to set you in the wrong direction because they don't know what they're talking about. So it's just best to get it from the source themselves, so you know that, hey, I'm asking the person that is where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? It just helps the process a lot more. That's really what I did, because I was getting advice from my community college advisors, and I was like, okay, I need to find people that are where I want to be at. And boy, it helped so much. I'm so glad that I did that for myself. So I really hope that if you don't take anything else out of this, I really hope that having a conversation with an advisor from the college that you plan on transferring to is something that you do take and that you do see to. So yeah. And guys, the last but not tip and advice that I have for y'all is to enjoy your college experience, regardless of if it's at a 4-year university or a community college. You are still in college. You are still furthering your education, and I think that within itself is something that is so remarkable and that you should be proud of. It might not feel like that right now, but honestly, guys, like, you just making that decision to be like, I want to continue this journey, I want to get a degree, I want to further my education, is already speaking high of itself. You are baby, you are high class, and I want to be your friend. So don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, my Snapchat. Leave a comment if you haven't already. I'm here. I'm I'm here for every single person. And alright guys, my camera decided to turn off mid-sentence, but like I was saying, was I saying have a great day? I don't remember what I was saying. But I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you later.